So I'm going to go ahead and go over the rest of these problems from the homework for you. Um, Again, blue is going to indicate our starting triangle. The red will be the first image, and then the green will be the third image there, like the double prime one. So let's go ahead and we'll start with reflect. So let's see, we've got reflect triangle TAB if, sorry, this is acting up. All right, so reflect triangle TAB if T is at 2. All right, so we're going to go 2, comma 3, 2, comma 3. A is 1, comma 1. And B is 4, comma negative 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll connect these. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and label it. So we've got, what was it, T, A, B. Excuse me, I sneezed there. Okay, so that's our original. Now the first thing we're going to do is we are going to reflect it over the x-axis. Okay, so this thing is going to look a little bit weird, right? Because here's the x-axis, and I'm going to flip it. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and set the xy axis so you can kind of see it. So I'm going to set it right here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this shape. Okay, and we are going to, I'm going to group it together, and we'll go ahead and we're going to mirror it in the x-axis. Okay, and again, it didn't like to do the red. Okay, you know what? Let's undo that. We'll just do it by hand, which is fine. All right, so let's look. T is at 2. Right, 2, comma 3. If I reflect over the x-axis, this becomes 2, comma negative 3. Okay, and that's T prime. All right, then let's go ahead and get A. So I've got A is at 1, comma 1. So I'm going to go 1, comma negative 1. So now that's A prime. All right, and then B is going to be at 4, negative 3. So it gets flipped to 4, positive 3. And that'll be B prime. Okay? All right, so then we'll go ahead and we'll connect those. Here to here, there, and there. Okay? So you can kind of see what it looks like there. I'm going to get rid of the origin. And then let's go ahead and fill in our primes. Okay, so now T is 2, negative 3. And A prime is 1, negative 1, and B prime is 4, 3. If you notice, right, the only thing that changes here is the y. Okay, this becomes negative, this becomes negative, this became positive. Okay, now we're going to reflect this thing over the y-axis. Okay, so this one's now, instead of going this way, we're going to flip it over the y-axis. So we'll start with T. T was at 2, negative 3. Okay, so then we're going to go on the other side, right? It's 2 away from this line, so we'll go 2 this way. All right, and now we have T double prime. All right, then we'll do B, and B is 2 past that, so put it there. And we've got B double prime, and then finally we have what did I do wrong here? Oh, sorry. We'll do A real quick. So A is going to be here. This will be A double prime. Sorry, on this one, if you'll notice, I reflected the original and not, I should be reflecting this one, right? So this one is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sorry about that. Maybe that's a mistake you did in your homework as well. Understandable. Just got to make sure you catch it. Okay, so we've reflected that one, and that's TAB double prime. All right, so then you can quickly look, and this time the x's changed. So for green, we have negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 1, negative 4, positive 3. Okay, all right, next one. All right, we've got Whoops, I don't think you can see that. Hold on a second. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Let's rotate ALT around 90 degrees clockwise, and then we'll reflect the image over the line y equals x. Oh, this is that crazy one, y equals x. So we'll just skip this one. Okay? I forgot about this part. This is the part that I didn't mean to put in. I meant to change that, so I apologize. That was not good of me. Okay, so let's do this one. Reflect TAB over the y, and then we'll translate it, the image, by the rule x comma y, and we'll push it over right 2, and then we'll push it down 1. Okay, so let's do this. Blue is going to be 2, 3, 1, 1, 4, negative 3. Okay, same one. Connect those. T, A, B. Okay, and what we're going to do with this one is we are going to we are first going to reflect over the y-axis, right? So we're going to reflect it over the y-axis here. So I've got A moves here. T goes 1, 2 the other way. B is 4, so I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we'll connect those. Okay, and then we'll fill it in. T prime, A prime, B prime. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in the, well, we reflected over the y, right? So y stays the same, but x flips. So I can just take this and do negative 2, 3, negative 1, 1, negative 4, negative 3. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to then translate the image by the rule x plus 2, y minus 1. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll say, grab the green one, and what we're going to do is I'll start with t, and it's going to go right 2, down 1. Okay, and then we'll grab another one here. We'll start here. We're going to go right 2, down 1. And then finally for B double prime, we'll go right 2, down 1. All right, connect those. Okay, and that whole thing should it should be, let's see, over 2, down 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, down 1. That looks right. Okay, so then we have T, oops, doing green, T double prime, A double prime, B double prime. All right, and so then what we can do is you could look at the points, or what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just probably calculate them over. So plus 2, that's going to be 0, minus 1 is 2. Let's see if that works. 0, 2, yep. Okay. A is going to be plus 2, so that's going to be 1, and that's going to be 0. That's going to go plus 2, so that'll be negative 2. That's going to go down 1, so minus 4. Okay. There you go. Number 4. Moving on. All right, let's start. We're going to do rotate ALT, and then we're going to reflect it over x equals 1. All right, so let's plot our points. Negative 5, negative 1. Negative 3, negative 2. Negative 3, positive 2. Connect them. Label them. So this is A, L, T. Okay, first, rotate 180 degrees clockwise. Okay, so when you do 180 degrees clockwise, the original points just become, instead of becoming negative, they become positive, right? We just reverse them. Okay, so then instead of this being negative 5, negative 1, it's going to be 5, 1. Okay, so let's start with, yeah, that's fine, A. So we'll do okay, so T or we'll start with A. A is going to be, it's 5 comma 1, so it becomes negative 5, 1, so it's going to become 5, 1. Okay? T, negative 3, 2, so that's going to become 3, negative 2. Okay? Negative 1, negative 1. That's going to be, let me do this real quick. Let me put those together. Okay. Then I've got negative 1, negative. Oh, around the point negative 1, negative 1. Another mistake I made. Okay. I'm going to skip that one. We don't need to know that. Well, you know what? I'm just going to rotate it around the origin. Okay? Just that's what it should have been. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, we'll just rotate it around the origin and go from there. Give it a little more practice. Okay? So let's do this. In fact, if you didn't do this one around the origin, why don't you go ahead, pause the video, try doing it around the origin, finish it, and then try reflecting over x equals 1, and then come back and watch the rest of it. Okay? Go ahead, pause. All right, hopefully you had a chance to look that over. All right, so this last one was negative 3, 2, so that's going to become positive 3, negative 2. Oh, I already did that one. So then the other one is going to be, let's see, L will be negative 3, negative 2, so that's going to be positive 3, positive 2. Okay, so this is L, this is T, and this is A. Okay? So that's going to be A prime, L prime, T prime. So let's go ahead and fill those points in. So we've got A is 5, 1. We have, or A prime, we have L prime at 3, comma 2. And we have T prime at 3, comma negative 2. Right, and you'll notice those are, it's just positive, 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 negative. Okay, that's just how you do that. Not too bad. All right, then let's reflect it over the this line. So, actually, no. We'll reflect it over x equals 1. So let me put in that line. I'll make it orange, and I'll do a dotted line at x equals 1. So here's x equals 1. Okay, so we'll put it in here. I have no idea why it just turned white. We'll fix that though. We'll make it, let's make it purple. Purple it is, okay? Let me make it a little bigger so you can see it better. Okay, now we're going to reflect it over that point. All right, so really, instead of doing it over the axis there, we're going to go do it this way. So all you do again is, this is 2 away, so that becomes 2 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 away. And put it 2 away. And then we'll go ahead and connect those. Okay, and then let's call those the points that they're supposed to be. So this is L double prime. This would be A double prime, and this is T double prime. All right, so then let's put it in. A double prime is at negative 3, 1. Okay. L is negative 1, 2. L double prime and T double prime is at negative 1, negative 2. Okay. All right, let's go to number 6. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. This is getting a little long. Okay, TAB 2, 3, 1, 1. Actually, let's do this. That one exists over here. Let's see, I think I made a... There we go. I'm going to copy this. Whoops. Okay, let's just post... There we go. There's TAB, right? T. No, that doesn't work. I think it's moved over a little bit. So 2, 3, 1, 1. We have to stretch it out a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, that works. Now, let's find, we're going to reflect it over the y equals 2. Y is equal to 2 here. It's a little hard to see. Let's try pink this time. My daughter would like that a lot. Okay. Make it a little bit bigger. I don't know that you can see that very well. Alright, so we'll reflect it there first. Okay, red. So, 1 away. A is 1 away. It's 1 below, so we go 1 above. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, so we'll go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. No, just have to pretend it's there. Okay, then we'll connect. And we have B prime, A prime, T prime. Let's see what those are. Okay, T prime is at 2, 1. A prime is at 1, 3. B is at 4, 7. All right. Now let's go ahead to double prime. And we have to do, we're going to just move it. -5, -4. So we're just going to subtract everything by 5 and 4. I'm just going to put the points in here. -3. Whoops. Let's do green like I said I would do. So this becomes -3, 1 -4, -3. A is 1, 1 -5, -4. 3 -4, -1. 4 -5, -1. 7 -4 is 3. So now we can just go ahead and plot those points and see if they work. So I go -3, -3, -4, -1, -1, +3. Let's see. Put those together. Looks pretty good to me. B double prime, A double prime, T double prime. Okay? All right. Next. Only on number 7. Okay, translate. Then reflect. So we have ALT again. All right, so let's do that one. Go quickly. A, -5, -1. L, -3, -2. T, -3, +2. All right, so we've got A. L, T. I'm going to go ahead and probably use this one again. So put it together. Oops. I'm going to put those together. All right, and then we'll go ahead and copy that. Okay, so now we are going to move it, right? We're going to move it +3 and +2. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this shape, duplicate it, and I'm going to go ahead and move it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then up 1, 2. All right, I'm going to turn the whole thing red, and then I'm going to put in the primes. Prime, 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 prime. Okay, so then we've got, let's see, A is -2, 1. L is at 0, 0. T is at 0, 4. All right, then we're going to reflect this over the y-axis. And if I'm going to flip this over the y-axis, okay, well, T is not going to change. Okay, if you see that, since it's on the y-axis, it's going to be 0, 4. Okay. It's going to be 0, 4. And L isn't going to change. It's going to be 0, 0. And then A is just going to be the only one that changed. It's going to be 2, 0. Okay, so it's kind of like you're taking it on this line here, and you're just going to flip it over. So the green one, what it's going to look like now is your green points are going to be here, here, and you're going to basically flip it on that line, and here. And then when we connect them, it's going to look like that. Okay, so I'm going to end up with L double prime, A double prime, T double prime being the same thing. Okay, all right, now let's take this same shape here. Whoa, where did my blue line go? Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and paste it in here. Or I guess, or not. All right, let's see. It's negative 5, 1. So it's right there. Okay, so first thing, reflect over the y-axis. Y-axis is here. Okay. So I'm going to have, let's see, this is 3 away, so 3 away. 3 away. A is 5 away, so it's going to be here. Okay, so I've got T prime, A prime, L prime. So then A is going to be, let's see, 5, what is it? Oh, A, 5, 1, 5, negative 1, 3, 2, no, 3, negative 2, 3, negative 2. What did I do wrong here? Oh, that's positive 2. Okay. Now let's translate it. Okay, so I'm going to take this shape here. We'll take the prime and group it, and now I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then right 1, 2. Okay, and that now becomes T double prime, A double prime, L double prime. Let's go ahead and fill in our coordinates here. So let's see, this is going to be, this one goes up 3, up 2. So 7, 1, 6, 0, and 6, 4. Is that right? Something's wrong here. Up 2. Did I not move the whole thing? Oh, I moved it up too high. This thing should be there. 5. Oh, and then no, let's see. What did I do here? I should have gone 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2. There you go. 6, 0, 7, 1. There we go. Now it works. Okay? Did you see I flipped those on accident? Okay, that's 8. All right, let's do TAB. So we've got 2, 3, 1, 1, and 4, negative 3. Okay, let's put these in here. Whoa. That did not work at all. Let's try that again. Okay, and this one is called TAB. All right, this is the same one we're going to use for the next one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and put it over here. And then we'll use it again when we get to that one. All right? Okay, so back to this one. We're going to rotate this thing clockwise, okay? So we're going to take this and we're going to rotate it clockwise, okay? So that means everything is going to go that way. Okay, so this is anything in quadrant 1 is going to quadrant 4, right? Where x, comma, negative y. And then everything in quadrant 4 is going to move over here into quadrant 3. So that's negative x, negative y. Okay, so what I want to show you here is this. What I do here is I just rewrite it. So t is 2, 3. So I just do 3, 2, 1, 1, and then 3, 4, right? Do you see I just flipped the numbers and ignored the negatives? Now, I look, t was here. It moves into where x, negative y. A does the same thing. And B will move into both negative. Okay, now let's plot the points and see what happens. Let's see if it works. T, 3, negative 2. A, 1, negative 1. Okay, and then B is negative 3, negative 4. Let's go ahead and connect these. See if it looks right. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so we've got B prime, A prime, and T prime. All right. All right. Next, rotate it over the, or I'm sorry, reflect it over the x-axis. Okay. So this is going to go right back there. This is going to become, oops, 2 above there, and then B is 4, so it's going to go 4 up there, and then we'll connect them. Okay, and then we'll have, got to make it green, A double prime, T double prime, B double prime. Let's put our coordinates in there. We've got 1, 1, T is 3, 2, and B prime is what? -3, 4. B double prime. Okay, last one, finally. This is taking way longer. This is why I didn't do it in class. Reflect TAB over the x-axis. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we'll reflect it. Okay, we're just flipping, right? We're just reversing. This one we rotated, then reflected. This one we're reflecting and then rotating. Okay, so then we'll do, this is 4 away, so up 4. Okay, T is going to become down 3, and A will come down 1 here. Okay, then connect. Okay, B prime, T prime, A prime. All right, and again, x doesn't change, so you're going to get 2, -3, 1, -1, 4, +3. All right, now let's rotate. Okay, now again, we're rotating 90 degrees. Okay, so this is, again, this is -x, -y. Okay, this is here, this is +x, -y. Okay, so I just look at these and I just flip them. I just reverse them. Okay, A is gonna let's see, this will switch. So 3 and 2, 1 and 1, 3 and 4. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's decide. Okay, T prime goes here, so they'll both be negative. A goes there, so they'll both be negative. And then B goes down here, so it's just -y. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's put these points in here. So T is -3, -2. A is -1, -1, and B is over 3, -4. Okay. All right, so A double prime, T double prime, and B double prime. Okay, and that's once you take this red shape here and you rotate it. Okay, you take it around there. Okay, and hopefully you're looking at this and you sort of look at them. And what I wanted to see if there was any connection or if the order matters here. And I'm hoping that you can obviously see here the order does matter. Okay, time to end this video. Hopefully you did okay on this, and if you have any questions or had any trouble with it, please bring it to class. Okay.